Hey everyone, Will here. Today we're going to be doing a video on starter houses. Doesn't look that nice, it's quite cramped, quite small, and it is really just functional for quite a long time. And then, yeah. So I don't think this is that good, so as you can now see, this is the sort of starter house that I think it should be. So today I'm making a tutorial on how to make something a bit like this. Now, it's not going to be block for block, so I'm not going to be saying place this there, then another wall of this. It's going to be just a general sort of design, so that it's not all identical looking like this. Anyway, on with the tutorial. Okay, so the first step is to find a nice open space, like here, for example. Then you need to sort of plan it with spruce logs, or just any sort of logs. I personally like spruce. So then we'll go along to here. Then we'll go far along. Then we can go, say, halfway along here. Then along to there. Whoops. Then here. Okay, so now that we've got the shape, it really doesn't matter the shape, but I would recommend not having it as a box or a rectangle, as that looks quite basic. So now what you're going to want to do is to fill in the walls. Okay, so before we go on to the next step, I just want to say I've changed how it looks because it didn't look quite right and it's too similar to the design that I showed at the beginning. So I just wanted to make it a bit different. Step is the roof, which you should be probably doing out of cobblestone. Now before you start, you need to, or at least it's best to do an overhang. It looks quite nice, I think. So if you see what I've done over here, I've made it so the wall is 4 blocks high, but over here, so you can see it's gone into the wall a little bit, and it just gives a quite nice effect, which we're going to replicate over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is, so the exact same thing as we did over there. So like that. And also you can break these ones just so that it goes over a bit more. Now, so we're going to, we'll place that there. Then you do more stairs if you like. Now the roof doesn't have to be in this sort of format, it can be any way you want, so it can be going up in sort of a pyramid shape if you've got a more square part of your house. And so what you need to do is you don't go too high up, so you just, once it's done, you just do that, however high up you want it. I think pretty low down works nicely because it just makes you look at the main part of the things instead, so in my opinion it's better. Okay, so once you get to this point, you want to bring the roof back down a little bit. So you can do this again, here. And then over here, we'll break these. Then we'll have it go down to this level. Okay, now for the rest of the roof, you just need to repeat what I've just done in any sort of way. So again, I'm going to use the example over here. So for this one, I did a roof like that, so going up, so going in this direction. Then over here, I've done it in this direction. Now you can do it like this if you want, or you can do it just any way that you like. Then I'll just finish the roof up. Okay, so the final step once you've finished the roof, well, not quite final, but part of the final step, is the details. So we've almost finished actually, and the first part of the details that I would recommend that you do is the floor. So we don't really want grass floor. So I'm going to replace it with spruce wood. Okay, so once you've done that, you'll probably want to light up the place as it is quite dark and could potentially spawn mobs. Okay, place a torch there. And over there. Actually, that's just... whoops. Okay, so now you'll want to have all the stuff that you would actually need in a starter house. So I think this seems like quite a nice place to have a storage room. Then we've got lots of chests here. We'll put a crafting table in the corner, and that looks quite nice. Then over here we can have furnaces and another crafting table. And just remembered I need to get a bed. Let's get a red one. And we can place this anywhere, so I'm just going to put it there. Okay, so I think that's pretty much the interior done. Okay, so now the actual final step is to do the exterior details. So as you can see over there, I've done a path made up of gravel, cobblestone, and buttons, actually. So we can do that again here. So this doesn't need to look that organised. It can look, in fact, sometimes it's better if it looks a bit just odd and, I don't know, it looks quite nice. So then we fill it in mostly with gravel. So I'm going to completely fill it with gravel at first. Then you break some of them and place cobblestone. Whoops. There we go. Now I'm going to place some buttons for detail, just to give it a bit more, just to make it look a bit more realistic. Okay, so now over here you may have seen these flower pots that I've done, which I think look actually really quite nice. So you need to get a grass block and some trapdoors and the flowers, obviously. So I think we'll have one right next to the front door. 2 blocks. Actually, no, that does still work. Then we'll have a dandelion and a poppy there. That looks quite nice. Then we'll have some more around the house. Maybe just a single one over here. With a poppy. And you get the idea, you can do more around the house. I've got a long one at the back here actually, that could look quite nice. You could sort of see it through if you want. Through the window. Right, dandelions there, poppies there. Right, now for the final step is making it look more natural. So there may already be lots of grass and stuff around if you're in a regular survival world, but as I'm in super flat, I'm going to use some bone meal to make it look nice with tall grass and flowers and stuff. Now, so all of these resources aren't really that hard to find. They're all pretty simple to get, which is why it works pretty well for a starter house. Anyway, I think that is it, everybody. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and please do like and subscribe. And yeah, so this is my first video, and let me know what you think of it in the comments, whether I should do more building tutorials. And yeah, so see you in the next video. Bye.